No, that's not a fucking sigh that I'm fucking pissed off with you as an individual. That's a sigh that I'm fucking pissed off with the fucking consequences of stupidity in general. You want to class yourself as a fucking terrorist? Then that's your choice. If you want to fucking class your fucking self as a victim, that's your choice. Or do you want to take a moment to be impartial to taking the big picture before you make your decision on what you want to be? Fuck the terrorists. That one of my YouTube fans, bless him, compare me to Plato. I love him. See, I'm embarrassed. Why? Because philosophy is something, you know, that I believe in. When you truly believe in something, you don't need a book. You just follow your heart. When this believes, this will fucking question every fucking thing that doesn't make fucking sense to what this believes. It's the nature of a true believer. See, when this is brainwashed, on the other hand, this will be saying something completely fucking different to what this is thinking. Or this will be connecting to aspects of the brainwashing, and this won't have any thoughts at all. Just, you know, the excuses that are written in the book are telling it what it should think. That's why the wake-up fucking call is always so destructive. Because then this, well, shows just how fucking negative it can fucking be when it's been deceived, betrayed, disappointed. It's so fucking sad that this world needs special people. You're not the only one that's frustrated with it all. But the answer's not to become special. Just to be happy with being yourself. It's not easy in a fucking world that doesn't fucking accept you being different. Speaking from experience. And that's all that really fucking matters. Not fucking whether you got a piece of fucking paper to say you're worthy of something. Learning from your own experiences is the best, well, method of learning. No book can teach you what experience does. The only reason I was able to identify so deeply with the Lord of the fucking Rings was because I identified with Tolkien's experiences that inspired him to write it. I like treating people like my equal. Books will fucking tell you it's wrong to focus on yourself. No, it's fucking not. You can't know another without first knowing yourself. That's why fucking this world has become so shallow. It's frightened to get to know itself because, you know, selfishness is an act of sin. It's not an aspect of balance, it's an act of sin. There's only two things in this world: selfless selfishness and selfish selflessness. You're either nice to fucking people to make yourself feel better, or nice to people because you want them to be happy. You want them to be happy, so it's selfless selfishness. You want to feel better, so it's selfish selflessness. Like, I don't know, balance is both in equal amounts. Not one or the other in eternal fucking conflict that's taking less than a fucking 100,000 years to destroy billions of years of effort. I'm not fucking interested in listening to the excuses of terrorism. Don't care. I've spent fucking too fucking long listening to their bullshit. And no one should feel guilty about not caring about them. As long as you don't let yourself fucking become as genocidal and psychotic as they are, that's what matters most, because that's what's going to change the world. So they can stroke their ego with their sacrifice. And yes, it means that they'll flip out and fucking try and start murdering everything. This is true. But the reality fucking is, no matter how fucking much they hate life for it, they're not going to stop life from defending itself. Whether they like it or not, they're still gonna become the fucking victim of their own fucking fear. They will be the fucking victim of their own wish. Genocide is their destiny. Then they're destined to be the victims of it, because only they're stupid enough to commit it. And they've got so many different factions that want to commit it on everything else and each other. that they're not going to take no for an answer. And with their inability to fucking trust life in fucking general, they're not going to survive a supervolcano eruption either. Because after all, it's the work of Satan. Nature is evil. Don't worship her. Nature doesn't want to be worshipped, just respected. That's why she's evil in a terrorist's eyes. She won't lick their ass. Because they've made a sacrifice in her name, or, you know, danced naked in a fucking field. Because she doesn't care about these small fucking gestures, because it's never been about fucking being worshipped, it's about being respected. True respect, like an animal. Where it doesn't go out and commit genocide because it gets offended. Or, you know, or start trying to, you know, control life. It just follows its heart. Being itself. And respecting the fact that everything else around it is doing exactly the same fucking thing, and together they're maintaining life. That's what's in their heart. May not be in their head, but it is in their heart. An animal doesn't come to your defense because it wants to look good. It's just following its heart. It doesn't want you to be harmed, so it's telling what's threatening you to fuck off or die. So it makes it so appealing to a lot of people. Some who share their nature, some who just want protection. Clingy fuckers, terrorists. They'll try to fuck with your head and cling to you to fucking in complete desperation in the hopes that you'll save them from their destiny. If it was possible to save you from your destiny, you wouldn't be clinging. Your destiny's set for a reason. And it's your own fucking fault. You've had plenty of centuries to listen to reason. And you've chosen not to because you're better than that. Destined to go to a fucking realm of being better than a god. destined to fucking go be with this mythical slave master that's managed to fucking, usurp the fucking throne of fucking heaven because, it's better than a god. Yeah, all the while fucking hating nature because it's heartless fucking enough to just put you out of your fucking misery instead of licking your ass. Well, it has to be fucking heartless. It's maintaining life at the end of the fucking day. Can't be expected to fucking maintain your fucking heart when you're expected to maintain all life all by your fucking self. Something's got to be sacrificed, has it not, little terrorist? So what? Live with the endless fucking amounts of fucking despair, grief, and general heart fucking break because you're an entitled brat? No thanks. It's no wonder the gods are cruel. They have to constantly slap a tantrum. And a fucking ego. You can go to your grave fucking with the weight of the world on your shoulders, little fucking terrorist. All fucking those that were blessed, that have been forced to fucking end up living in grief and despair, are all on your head. So make sure fucking you accept that when you go to hell, okay? It's where you belong. It's your creation, the creation of your tantrum-throwing god. You're not destined to go to heaven. You're destined to go to hell. And you're dragging all these innocent little victims down with you. Yes, I say that with fucking multiple meanings, and if you fucking were actually paying attention to everything that I fucking said before, fucking know, you'd know exactly what that meaning is. The slave that doesn't want to learn to fish only fucking wants to replace its dictator. Doesn't want to be your equal. It wants to be a slave because it doesn't like responsibility, just like its master doesn't like responsibility. As a result, it expects you to fish for it. It expects you to give a man a fish every day of its life, like its dictator. Cannot free the slave that doesn't want to be freed. It just wants a new dictator. If any of your fucking dictator fucking regime expects to be saved, then you need to fucking come to fucking accept these facts. Then maybe you'll be a little bit more responsible with the land you fucking live on, so that you don't fucking have to go and fucking repeat history and rape, pillage, and burn your fucking neighbours. Be content with your slaves. And, yeah. The end. Be content with your fucking slaves rebelling and replacing you when their needs aren't being met. And don't fucking expect to fucking compensate on your neighbours, because, well, then you really fucking will be proving you were never worth saving to begin with. So you like it or not, little brat, nature is balance and balance is harmony. And if you're not able to fucking actually adapt to become an aspect of that balance, you'll never be anything more than a threat. And nature doesn't tend to let threats survive. It knows every fucking thing. It's capable of creating everything. It just creates fucking things that are in life's best interests, is the only thing it does. Then what's the reason for fucking terrorism's existence? It depends on fucking the nature of the terrorist. Well, for those that fell from grace, that have committed fucking spiritual suicide, their ego will have its wish come fucking true. The sacrifice could be used to teach all fucking those that are fucking worthy of having aspects of ultimate fucking knowledge in life. So our hearts tell us fucking, this is the way that it is. Then the brainwashing of terrorism fucking tries to intervene, and our hearts go, well, like me, pointing out the fucking flaws in your fucking philosophy, and it just comes fucking natural because, this already knew what it was talking about. And before you fucking little terrorists try to fucking twist my attitude into something that's fucking not, learn about autism. Looks can be deceiving with an autistic person because we just say it how it is. It's never motivated by anything fucking like an ego or anything fucking like that. Even if it fucking appears to be an ego, that fucking ego is simply a projection of the fucking, world they're living in. So the situation they're in, we are very good mimics. But at fucking heart, every word that comes out of our mouth is just motivated by it being the truth. We're not saying it because we're thinking about anything other than it just being true. Just because you fucking labeled people like me as being autistic, it doesn't fucking mean that that's, well, the ultimate truth of it. It's perspective. But it's a perspective that you accept at this point in fucking time. So any other perspective, like us just fucking being, well, aware, impartial, gods, gifted, highly sensitive people, empaths, psychics. Expect fucking them to fucking cast aside their books, but you won't do the same. And you fucking think that you're fucking worthy of fucking bridging the gap between science and religion. You're expecting them to cast aside everything their books have taught them. But like fucking you have done in the fucking past, you still refuse to do the same for yourself. Yep. You're a practice of balance, not dictatorship. All hail Satan. I mean, Jesus. No, autistic people don't understand the nature of sarcasm. No, we don't. But that doesn't fucking mean that eventually fucking with people constantly fucking doing it to us that we don't actually pick up on its meaning. We're not stupid. Money for me. Say, there's one thing you fucking underestimate about us autistic people. We're actually natural fucking born psychologists. Why is this? Because we live our life with this. This is often thinking, what? I don't get it. That's why dyslexia is often a trait of an autistic person. But like with a dyslexic, eventually it does learn to read. Just like an autistic fucking person who we are natural fucking born, well, empaths / psychologists. Eventually we'll fucking pick up on the vibes and start putting the pieces of the big picture together. And eventually we do start fucking understanding the nature of sarcasm. It's why it gets harder to diagnose as you get older. Because we're natural born mimics. We can adapt to any situation. And we're always drawn to each other. Couple autism with a nervous fucking breakdown and you've got schizophrenia. That's why so many get misdiagnosed. Well, for you to make the connections between autism and a fucking nervous breakdown, you'd need to be a spiritual person. Me fucking personally, it's not fucking hard for me to make the fucking connections and see them fucking, all these different connections that you fail to fucking see. I was fucking born trying to commit suicide. What the fuck do you mean by that? When I was born, I'd wrap the umbilical cord around my throat. I don't fucking want to be born. For fuck's sake. Luckily, fucking, you know, I hadn't wrapped it around my throat tightly enough for it to choke me fucking and stop my mother from giving birth naturally. So part of me was willing, but part of me was making it more than fucking clear I was not impressed. I was like, it's like, fuck this shit. I'm making it fucking more than clear that this is not entirely fucking acceptable. But fucking hell. I always did fucking say it was a cunt, though. It's just people didn't believe me. They were too fucking busy going, no, you're a lovely fucking person. I know that too, but I mean, I'm not a fucking cunt. And that's the problem with this world. Focusing on one aspect of our personality isn't going to solve the problem. You need to accept yourself for being yourself. That's the good and the bad. You need to fucking accept what triggers your fucking negative fucking side. So that fucking others can fucking accept what triggers your fucking negative side. And if they truly fucking respect you, love and respect you, they won't go out of their way to trigger it. It'll always be triggered in their defense, and they won't be frightened of it fucking when it does surface. Don't fucking need a piece of fucking paper or someone with a piece of fucking paper to get to know yourself. Just learn from your own experiences. So the advantage that people like myself, autistic fucking people, have in that respect is we don't give a shit. Everything comes natural to us. On fucking positive and our negative fucking side. And when fucking people fucking try to fucking tell us fucking something that this doesn't agree with, we tend to, well, have a meltdown. As you've fucking seen many fucking times of me freaking out. Tend to get overwhelmed by a fucking situation and our fucking inability to get our point across, that we tend to fucking have a meltdown. But we don't fear our positive or our negative side. Both sides fucking surface naturally. Both sides of us fucking surface willingly. You know, even fucking if we end up mentally and emotionally traumatized by fucking something, we'll try to restrain ourselves, but we'll never suppress ourselves. We already fucking live our fucking life fucking suppressed fucking in the fucking sense of struggling to fucking